Hey everybody, it's a Crafted Crocheter back for another video, and this is episode 33. Hopefully my microphone is working. So I want to have a few announcements. Thank you to my 35 subscribers. That really means a lot to me. To my new viewers, welcome to my craziness. You will not be seeing my cat in this one. To my old viewers, thank you for returning and continuing to watch my videos. I have lots of stuff to show you today, so let's get right into it. Today is the 29th of July, 2017, and it's 5:03 p.m. I don't know if I ever mentioned this in my previous videos, but I'm from Pennsylvania, State College, Pennsylvania. And right now it's pretty nice outside. Not too hot, not too cold. Just right. Got a nasty thunderstorm though last night. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my whips. And okay. Let's do this differently. I have one half finished object. Everything is, if you guys remember my last video, I had showed you an owl that I wasn't really happy with the way it was sewed on, and a couple people gave me, which I didn't know, I didn't think of this myself, but a couple of my viewers and subscribers told me that I should unsew everything and to put it on and make sure it looks right. So I didn't sew anything on because I wanted your guys' opinion. You guys remember this owl? I'm gonna make sure everything is like sewed on right. So where I have everything right now, does that look right? Does that look okay? Does this look like it's in the right spots now? I need help because I don't know how to sew on things very well. So, you guys like my nails? Me and my mom went to get a manicure the other day. First time ever. This is called the cat's eye. It's like a pretty blue color, and then it has gold. It's pretty cool. I have two cats, so I figured it was perfect. So does this look right, guys? Please let me know in the comments if it looks okay so that I can go ahead and get that sewed up. So that's my only half finished object. I didn't want to sew them on and have to take them off again, so I figured I would ask you guys if they're in the right spot before I sewed them on. So let's go into my whips. So this is all the further I got on Oliver the Owl. I think I was only that far. I did do several rows on it that same night. But I'm making this in the color. It's not the color, that's the price tag. It's color Parade. I got another cake of this because I wasn't sure how it was gonna look. So, and it's like perfect for the yarn when I'm not working on it because I can just kind of sit my yarn in there and it kind of works. Another thing I want to ask you guys. I want to find it. I want to find what I'm doing, but okay, so I collect all of, this is completely off the subject, but I collect all of my bands, the tags of the colors that I ever get. And right now I have them stored in this binder. Well, my ring binder. And you can see that I have all of these. And I was wondering, do you guys have any better ideas of how I can, like, store them, or how I could, separate them, or what to do? Because when I first started crocheting, I kept them in a little sandwich bag, but then that little sandwich bag overflowed, and I didn't have any room, and then I put them in there, and I just wish there was another way that I could, put them to keep them organized. And because I've been getting, like, further out of the Red Heart zone, getting different yarns and stuff. And I still buy Red Heart because of the charity and stuff. And I buy 100% acrylic. But I would like to separate, like, the Red Heart, the Hobby Lobby yarn, Michael's yarn, Joann's, separate them all. So, I don't know. I was just thinking off the top of my head. So I showed you all over the owl. The next up is this little square. This is going to be a doily for my gram. She collects eagles. So a lot of them have, a flag with them somehow. And I figured they're in our living room. And she wants one for her 2 stands by my pap's chairs. And she wants one for the coffee table. So I did 3 rows of red, 2 rows of white, 1 row of blue, and then repeat. I just did my second repeat. I'm not sure how much bigger I'm gonna make them. I think I'm gonna do maybe 1 more repeat and then put some kind of edging on it. Or maybe I'll just leave it like it is. But that's that one. So I have to make another one like this. And then I have to make a rectangle because our coffee table is oval shaped, but I don't know how to do an oval, so we're just gonna do okay. So I got crochet. This is kind of like in my purchases, but I'm gonna show you now. So this color right here was called Perfect Red. I do not have the ball band, but I got white from from Walmart also. So whatever I read you for this white crochet thread is going to be the same thing for the red. So it's 100% acrylic, 3 ounces, 85 grams, 371 yards, 339 meters. It is a super fine, which is a 1. It is machine washable and dryable. And it is Bernat Handicrafter crochet thread. And then, okay. So I guess I did have it right, didn't I? It's bright white. And then there's all the information, how big it is. I'm sorry I'm shaking. And then Walmart, I looked at my local Walmart and it does not have blue crochet thread. So I got this one at Joann's. Pretty deep blue. Sorry, I almost lost some of Oliver's pieces. And this is Aunt Lydia's crochet thread. And it is a 0, which is a lace weight. And it is called Dark Royal. And there's that. I'm looking for the information. It does not have how much weight it is, and unless I'm completely overlooking it. It's 100% mercerized cotton, which I have no idea what that means. Yeah, it does not say. Oh, here we go. So it's 350 yards and 320 meters, maybe? If you guys... There we go. See the 350 yards underneath the 0487? It's made in India. But that is one of my works in progress. My other works in progress are some lap blankets. And so this is the first one. Pretty. So it doesn't look like it's big enough for a Lapcan, but when I put it on the bed, it was kind of long. I think I did this one part wrong. Maybe not if I stretch it out. So this one right here is called the cross hatch. And I've been in a striping phase, and it's out of this book, The Stitch, which is the complete photo guide to crochet. So the pink one is what it would look like if it was a solid color. And then I'm working on like the purple one right now. And then I'm also working on, this one is all tangled up. But this one is called the Mary L stitch. Get a close up of the lace. And that one looks like this one here. You do 2 treble crochet or triple crochets, and then you chain 3, and then you do, I don't even know if I should be telling you this, but it says easy, skill level easy, and the other one was also easy. So that is my 3, and I'm using a 9 hook for the blankets, a 6 hook for the doilies, which is this one. I am using, it's a double-ended hook. A double-ended hook. One size is 6, and then the other side is 5. Did all of that. So now I'm going to show you my finished objects. I finished this a couple weeks ago. Okay, it's kind of dirty because it's been on my floor. That's the purpose of it. Okay, so when I sit at my desk and watch YouTube videos, my feet get extremely sore from being on a hardwood floor. So I made this little cushion. So what happened was, I had a lot of black Caron Simply Soft, teal Caron Simply Soft, and some of this blue Caron Simply Soft. So I made it. I started here, and then this side is where it's all messed up, but I figured it's on the floor. So I put it underneath my desk, and when I'm sitting at my desk, I put my feet on it as like a little cushion. If I ever make one of these again, it will be square or rectangle, not round. And of course, all of my finished objects are underneath everything that I have. Of course, you're not going to stay there, are you? And underneath all of my recent purchases. Okay, so I finished my double crochet lace lapcan. It is big, but that is upside down. Okay. But this is the stitching. Didn't put a border on this one, just because I talked to a lady and she's like, you don't have to keep putting borders on all your blankets. So I got that one done. And I don't know why I did this, but I made a pair of mittens. No idea why. No idea. Just in the mood to make mittens. So, those are my finished objects. The double crochet lace blanket I used in 8, maybe. And the mittens I used a 5, which I think in my thing is a 3.75. Yeah, 3.75, because I use the same hook for when I do amigurumis. Okay, so my purchases. So, I've been looking really hard for project bags, and since I've been doing a lot of blankets, I wanted one that was big enough that when I go with somebody to the doctor, I can take it with me and have a couple cakes of yarn, and including the blanket. And I just wrote all over my hand. Great. So I found these totes. This one, which has a blue bottom, and they do open up, kinda. And they have a snap, which is what I wanted, was something with a snap. So I got this one with the blue bottom and like white on top. Then I got this one that is striped. And I got these at Walmart. There's like the reusable grocery bags. And while I was at Walmart, I picked up a charcoal gray skein, because I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but some of my coworkers, 2 of my coworkers would like me to make them loom knitted hats and loom knitted scarves, and they want them to be black and gray, but I only had one color of gray. I have tons of black, I just didn't have any other color of gray. And they want gray and black so that they can wear it with anything. So I got the color charcoal, and then I went to the clearance aisle and I tried using this with some of the things that I bought recently, and it didn't go very well. And then I bought this Red Heart Super Saver on clearance. It's the Lovey Red Heart Super Saver. And I also bought in the craft section was Fabric Fuse, because some of the projects that I want to make have felt, and they tell you to put fabric glue on it, and I figured that fabric adhesive is almost the same as fabric glue, right? So I bought some of that. And then you remember this little binder type thing that I got that has the cover upside down? Well, I found something even better, because this only has a couple places for things. Like, it has like project things, but it only has a couple of them, and then your inventory, and then it doesn't have a very big space for you to write down, like, if you're working on anything. And besides, it only goes till the end of this year. So I have this one. But then, when I went to Walmart one day with my mom, I found this. Now, I've been in a coloring mood. So, I found this in the section where the planners are for your like daily planners and stuff. And what's really nice about this is you can color in it. There's tons of pages. Every page has something on it that you can color. And the nice thing about this is, what I didn't like about this one is that it didn't give you very many places. Let me show you what I mean. So, like right here, when you want to write something down, that's the biggest space you have to write something down that day. So, I wanted something that I could write down, something that I do every single day. Plus, it goes to June of 2018. So, for this month, so for the last couple weeks, let me think about this. Since the 12th of July, every time I work on something or I finish something, I write it down. You remember that pink, purple, and white shawl that I told you guys about? Or that I showed you? I knew exactly when I finished that project. It was Wednesday, July 12th. And that black shawl that from the ice yarn that Randy gave me, I finished that July 14th, 2017. So, I have all that written down. Because sometimes, I don't know, I've been talking for 23 minutes, can't believe that. So, sometimes when I have a big project, like that blanket that I started, here's another idea. Okay. Right here. Sometimes I'd like to figure out when I started a project and when I finished a project. I finished that project, that double crochet lace blanket on the 25th, which was just a couple days ago. See? I have it marked down. Right there. That's the one thing I like about it. Plus, if I'm sitting at my desk and I don't want to really do anything else, I can pull this out and color in it. It has really, really nice spaces. Then it has little spaces like this, so you can write your appointments. I just thought that was a great idea, because sometimes I just want to know, like, when I finished something and started something. And you could do that with that little book, but you get 6 more months in this one, so I just got this one. And since I got that one, I haven't even used this. And the other thing I don't like about it, this notebook right here, the regular crochet one, is this little folder thing right here. It doesn't close very well. Hopefully that'll stay closed. So, I was just throwing that out there. And as you guys know, I purchased some things on Wish.com, which is basically a place where you can get stuff pretty cheap. And I found this from a different country. But I found this knitting case on there. You get 104 pieces for 22 bucks. They also have one for 25 bucks, I think. So you get straight needles. Let me see. So these ones are this long. I have no idea how long that is. So this side over here is your thicker side. And then these ones right here are probably like for, I don't even know what you would use them for. And then you flip this little thing and you have circular ones on this side. Now, I tried to make a hat with these ones, but I'm not sure how to do the magic loop. Plus it came with little tiny crochet. It came with, so, let's see if I can do this. Okay, let me see if I can do it this way. There we go. So, it came with cable needles, stitch holders, okay, came with the tape measure, came with a pair of scissors, but I have no idea where they are. I think they might be over there. And it came with stitch markers and 4 of those needlepoint protectors. So, I got this. Plus, I was planning on doing, you know, those doilies for my gram. And I was thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy those little tiny hooks. But the thing is this case came with them. And so did this one. So, I got sizes 0.8, which that's how big that tip is. I got 0.8. I got 3 and 4. I got 1.5. Then I got 1 and 2. And then I got 5 and 6, which is the ones I'm using now. Plus this thing came with a one of those plastic sewing tapestry needles. I don't use plastic ones, I use metal. The one thing I was kind of worried about though when I got this was how the cords were. I'll just pull 2 of them out. Ugh. I just pulled two of them out and I only wanted the one. I'm going to show you how nice these cords are. Like how nice these cords are. I'm still getting used to these nails. I did them on, we got them done on Thursday. But look at this. Like, see, okay, this is how they were packaged. Now watch. They have a bend in the needle. They have a bend right there. But they don't stay, like, they don't stay how they came in the pack, like, because I got the ones at Walmart and I hated those ones. But they're really nice. I'm planning on watching a video on how to do the magic loop because I've never done that one and I'm not exactly 100% sure how to do it. So I figured I'll watch the video and see how to do it. I don't know who I'm gonna watch though. Because, so yeah, I got that set. That knitting needle set for 25. Well, actually, my mom got it for me. For 25 bucks. $22. Then I got a crochet case. These hooks are kind of weird, so. Okay, so this is what comes with it. You got your, I guess these are cable needles, I'm guessing. So you got those. You got more stitch markers. You got this, but I have no idea what this is. Then it comes with this handle and then the hook pieces. And what you do is you line them up and then you push it down, make sure it's tight, and there you have a hook. Haven't tried working with this yet. I don't really know how well it's gonna work because it doesn't seem like it wants to stay in the thing. And I'm a tight crocheter and it keeps pulling out, so I don't know if I would invest in these. I mean, they were like $4. So I don't know if I'd invest in them or not. They seem really good made, but they keep pulling out, so yeah, I got that too. This was like for $5. I'm just trying a different one and know if it pulls out too. I mean, I guess if you're like super careful, I mean, I was pulling pretty hard. I guess if you were like super careful, you could get away with it. But I'm not really sure. But it came with a nice little carrying case. Maybe I'll use this and then give you guys a review next week. But yeah, it came with a 3.0, a 3.5, a 4.0, a 4.5, 5.0, 5.5, a 6.0, and a 7. Now I know I never really seen a 7 before. I don't have a 7, so that should be interesting. Okay, I cannot believe I just talked for 33 minutes. It did not seem like that long. But that is it for today. I hope to be back next week. I don't think I have anything planned. I hope you guys, sorry for my nail cracking, or my knuckle cracking, not my nail. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys back here next week. Have a good night, y'all.